It seems artists still have women on their minds and the celebrations continue. But this week, the focus is on paintings and pictures. We'll see some of them in Tools of Conflict and My Street Economics right after the break.
The purpose of art is washing the dust of daily life off our souls. The aim of art is to represent not the outward appearance of things, but their inward significance.
Arthouse Space welcomes Emeka Odemba with his Tools of Conflict, an exhibition of drawings, paintings, photography, installation and video, and he's exploring cultural diversity.
Women across the world have been used to symbolize nations, cultures, and religions. And in appreciation of this, the month of March is set aside every year to celebrate the essence of womanhood. Two artists have joined the bandwagon with two exhibitions showing the importance of the women folk.
Women are so important in Nigeria. They are the backbone of their families, they're the backbone of society. They're there for their family, for their children, for their husbands, for their in-laws, and they do so much that I think it's high time that Nigeria recognizes the fortitude of their women. And this is what the show is about. It's all about women, it's all about empowerment of women, and it's all about saving women and children in Nigeria.
The first is Emeka Odemba, a mixed media artist who works with a variety of artistic mediums such as drawing, painting, photography, installation and video to examine issues of cultural diversity. His latest exhibition, tagged Tools of Conflict, is a reflection of the struggles and pains women are faced with in war. Emeka speaks more on his style and concept behind this.
The show is a deep reflection on different conflicts, around the globe today. And you find that like such conflicts, wherever even, it must not be like country to country. You have conflicts even within the family, within the workplace. And you find that they bear the brunt of such conflicts are mainly women and children. So I think this show is about like a call to awake our consciousness to problems of women and women in conflict situations.
Supporting the artist is Arthouse Contemporary, the foremost auction house that focuses on modern and contemporary art from West Africa.
We're going to give 10% of our proceeds to charity. We're going to find a charity which supports displaced women and children, and then do it accordingly.
For Kavita Chalaram, the CEO of the company, the role of women in the society can no longer be relegated, and this exhibition is a show of solidarity.
We started putting his works in auction from like the second or third auction. We've sold quite a few of his works. He lives out of Germany, he's a Nigerian, and he comes here quite regularly. And we're also starting a foundation over here, which is going to be educating artists and doing residencies. So basically we've come into a partnership, and then he came with this body of works a few months ago and said, I've done 120 women in Nigeria, and called it Tools of Conflict, which is all about conflict that women have in Nigeria. And we thought that's a great idea, and it's a mission today where we're helping women.
Today we have a lot of the internet, the newspapers, and particularly the Western media have a lot of power. Like the way they present conflicts, especially in Africa, is so, is so graphic. Because as they say, bad news is good news in that sense. So things are like, in my work, I want to kind of use the media in that sense, almost like I'm appropriating what they print or what they disseminate in the work I do. So you find that most of the works in this exhibition are, works on paper that are kind of collage. So it's like I make use of newspaper prints and cuts, infused with, mixed with acrylic and stuff like that to kind of bring out, like, you find most of the works here are portraits. So, I want to kind of give a face, to the numbers that are being chunked out or that we read every day in the media. Because you find that, like, human beings have become like, or reduced to statistics. You find today is 200, tomorrow is 50, next day is 100. And as a people, we've lost kind of that feeling, we've not that touch for life or what it means to use 100 people at a time or 50 people at a time. So this show is about, like, trying to kind of reawake our humanity, in recognizing and asking a question: what can we as individuals, what role do we have? It's not just about complaining, but what role do you have as an individual to influence the situation, everywhere in the world?
Who better to speak for themselves than women? For these two, their time is now.
The times have changed, and we've reached a new era now, and I think women are going to continue to be celebrated. It's not just going to be a one-time thing. We've been having a wave for the last few years, and I think after International Women's Day, it became very clear that equality is something that is very important. So no longer is it going to be a one-day thing to just say, oh, Women's Day. Every day is Women's Day. And to see an exhibition where it's, I don't even know how many women are being showcased here, but it doesn't even surprise me at all. I just think this is just the future, and it's the tip of the iceberg. Women have been treated unfairly the world over, and women have been at the end of a lot of pain. There's been a lot of abuse, but a lot of women are rising up now, and you're seeing more female leaders in every field, in politics, in the arts, more and more actually, and I think the best is yet to come. I think the future is very bright for women.
What's really interesting about this is the focus on women, because I'm from Plateau, and as you know, we kind of started with the whole crisis in 2001, and a lot of women and children were affected by it. So I'm very happy that he's giving a voice to the women. Looking at the pictures, I can see a lot of faces that I recognize: women in the streets, women who sell sugar cane, women who sell corn, a lot of people who are displaced by the crisis that happened. And I think that women need to be protected more in conflicts. But not just women, I think everyone in general. Security needs to improve, and I think things like this can help with awareness. I know a percentage of the proceeds will be going to help IDPs. Am I right? A percentage will be going to help the IDPs. So I definitely would like to see more awareness, especially down here, about what's going on in the north.
The women of the wall have 1,000 different looks, expressing 1,000 different feelings. But through all the pain conflicts might have cost them, they all have one thing on their mind that keeps them united.
She graduated from Reading University, Berkshire, in the UK, Swansea University, Wales, UK, and Stanford University in California. She worked in the Federal Civil Service in Nigeria before she retired to devote her time to writing short stories, biographies, and novels such as Splendid, Empty Arms, Tales from the Times Before, Creation, and Other Stories.